Frustrated gorilla captured a woman in the jungle. What it did next will leave you in shock. What happens when a woman, lost and exhausted in the forest, begins to lose hope? Just as despair sets in, a massive silverback gorilla emerges from the bushes. But instead of danger, he does something completely unexpected, something that will change her life forever. Deep in the dense forests of Central Africa, a woman named Kayla embarked on an adventure she had long dreamed of. As a budding wildlife photographer, she was eager to capture the beauty of the wilderness through her lens. Excitement filled her heart as she ventured into the unknown, unaware that something truly unexpected was about to unfold. As Kayla wandered through the towering trees, it felt as if she had stepped into a magical world. The air was crisp and fresh, carrying the earthy scent of rain-soaked leaves. Suddenly, dark clouds rolled in, and a heavy downpour drenched everything around her. She quickly took shelter beneath a towering tree, hoping to stay dry. But as the rain continued, the ground turned slick with mud. Then, in an instant, she lost her footing, slipping hard and landing with a sharp pain in her ankle. Kayla winced, realizing she was injured and alone in the vast forest. Tears welled up in Kayla's eyes as pain shot through her ankle. She felt helpless, stranded in the vast forest with no way to move. Suddenly, a loud, echoing scream came from the bushes, sending a chill down her spine. Her heart pounded as fear gripped her. She was injured, vulnerable, and completely alone. Panic set in as she imagined the worst. Would she make it out alive? She desperately hoped a search party would find her, but in the endless stretch of jungle, it felt like an impossible wish. Suddenly, a noise from the bushes startled her. What happened next was like a scary movie. Giant African mountain gorillas came out of the forest, towering over her. A whole gorilla family, led by a big silverback, took over the clearing. With moms and playful babies, they looked both amazing and frightening. Kayla felt super scared as she hid behind a tree, hoping they wouldn't see her. Uh-oh, the big male gorilla spotted her. He flexed his muscles and roared loudly, showing off his strength. Kayla knew a bit about these amazing but endangered animals. They usually lived peacefully, using gestures, sounds, and grooming to bond. But facing the fierce silverback, she was shocked. His aggressive behavior made her doubt everything. Would he attack? Would the others follow? She held her breath, waiting for what might happen next. Kayla's heart raced like it was in a race with the gorilla's thumping chest. She knew a bit about gorillas and tried to calm down by looking submissive and hunching her shoulders. But the silverback kept charging at her, looking wild-eyed and scary. She felt terrified, realizing she couldn't escape. Then, something unexpected happened. The gorilla picked her up like she was a doll. Kayla couldn't believe it as she was carried away into the jungle. The silverback walked fast, with his gorilla family following closely behind. Kayla held on tight, wondering what would happen next in this wild adventure. When they arrived at a clearing, the gorilla gently placed Kayla on a bed of leaves. She felt scared but also amazed at what they were doing and the cozy nest they had made. It was made of woven saplings and thick leaves, giving comfort and protection from the jungle floor. But then, as the gorilla settled her in, they all disappeared. Alone in the jungle, Kayla felt as if she had stepped into a dream, surrounded by the unfamiliar sounds and shadows of the wild. The rustling leaves, distant calls of animals, and the whisper of the wind filled the air, making her heart race with both fear and wonder. But as night fell, something unexpected happened. The massive silverback gorilla reappeared, this time carrying a handful of fresh fruit. He gently placed them in front of her, a silent offering of kindness. At that moment, Kayla's fear melted away. She no longer saw the gorilla as a threat but as a guardian, a protector in the vast and untamed wilderness. Right there, in the heart of the wilderness, an unspoken bond formed between Kayla and the gorilla family. Exhausted and overwhelmed, she drifted into sleep, feeling an unexpected sense of safety with the gentle giants watching over her. When she woke, the massive silverback was still nearby, his watchful eyes filled with quiet understanding. At that moment, she realized why he had chosen to stay. He knew she was injured and vulnerable. Without his protection, the dangers of the wild could have easily overwhelmed her. But with him by her side, she had a guardian in the most unlikely of places. Kayla felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude toward the gorilla family that had come to her aid. Not long after, a search party finally reached her, rescuing her from the jungle. As she recounted her wild adventure, excitement filled her voice. The experience had been a whirlwind of emotions, fear, awe, and ultimately, deep gratitude. Surviving her unexpected encounter with the gorillas felt like something straight out of a movie. More than anything, she couldn't wait to share her incredible story with the world, the tale of a thrilling journey and the unlikely bond she had formed with the gentle giants of the African wilderness. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.